big car. Took down City Hall. Oh, you caught me.
What you're about to see is a real-life story, taken from the files of the police racket and bunco squad.
The bunghole squad?
Association and similar sources all over the country. It is intended to expose the confidence game, the carefully worked-out frauds by which confidence men take more money each year from the American public.
You tell anyone, you'll never see your family again. You understand me?
Captain Braddock, ready. Tonight I'm going to tell you a story that's a little different from the ones you've been seeing.
Oh, that's fantastic. We've been watching a lot of shit.
As the others have done. And it's a nasty racket that takes hard-earned money from honest people and puts it into the pockets of thieves. But still, it's a different story.
Lots of nudity?
First, because it's a Christmas story.
Some holly jolly Christmas thieving.
Because it put me on a spot I never want to be put on again. I had to arrest Santa Claus.
And that puts you way down in the 7th circle of the naughty list.
Christmas, over in the tenement district, where an old man named Charles Dooley lived alone with his dog. But
that's not living alone. Living alone with his dog and 20 children and wife.
Always want to play.
Let's play Johnny on the Pony.
Okay, we play that. Wait a minute, what's Johnny on the Pony?
You get down on the floor and we all jump on you.
Now, that's how you killed Miss Crawley.
Pulp the old man.
I want a glass of Uncle Dooley juice with no pulp.
Can't you take it?
What do you mean? Your Uncle Dooley's strong as an ox. Feel that muscle there.
Crack.
You.
Come on, let's play follow the leader. I like us.
Let's go in his closet and stomp on his valuables.
Uncle Dooley.
I found a gun, but it's only got one bullet. What gives, Mr. Dooley? That's my retirement plan. That's my Christmas present to myself.
Oh, you. And you know, I've got a special story. I've been saving it just for you. A visit from St. Nicholas. How's that?
Hey, old man, this dog just shit in your bed.
Oh, Grover, I'm ashamed of you. Now, come on, kids. Sit down here and all be quiet. That's right. And, Monster, this is for you, too. You sit there and be quiet like the rest of them. All right, here we go.
At 8 p.m., Knight Rider, Michael Knight, drives the advanced car named Kit.
The stockings were hung
The
by
end.
the chimney with care in the hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of
Man pulp.
danced in their heads. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
St. Nicholas. Who's he?
Weren't you listening to the story, numbnuts?
That's Santa Claus, who brings presents to good children every year.
And merciless beatings to bad children.
Christmas present.
Oh, of course you do. Didn't you get anything last year?
Sure. My mom had my shoes resoled. I got vitamin pills. See what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe that was because you didn't write to him.
You have to write to him?
Well, of course you do.
You have to subscribe to Santa's newsletter.
I don't know how to write, Uncle Dooley. Would you write for me?
Well, of course I would, Princess.
Me too. Write for me too.
No, not all of you are illiterate. I'm not your typewriter, child army.
You see, because
Looks like man flesh is back on the menu, boys. Ah!
What's the matter with their mail?
no, there's nothing the matter with the airmail. All right.
Maybe there really is a Santa Claus now.
Well, of course there's a Santa Claus.
Then we'll get everything we ask for.
Oh, no.
Only if you shake him down.
Wait a minute. That depends. That depends on how good you are, and it depends on how busy Santa Claus is, and well, that depends on a lot of things. But I guarantee you this: you all will get some presents. Now, come on, tell me one at a time. What would you like?
Real doll. Dental plan. Bulk meatballs. Dental plan. I want a stapler.
Electric Chain, boxing gloves, coaster, watch. Oh, good evening, Miss Scarpita. Won't you come in and sit down, please?
Oh, no, thank you. I'll be just a minute. Mr. Dooley, the other parents, they sent me to see you
About the stench.
Well,
It's getting out of
the
hand.
children, that they're going to get Christmas presents. I know you mean well, Mr. Dooley, but it's a terrible problem for us.
Of course it isn't. Me and my big mouth.
And big chin and bald head.
Didn't get any presents last year, and
Oh, they get few little things they can wear. That's all the families can afford. But now they expect very expensive presents. We don't know what to do about it.
You could get him a PS5 box.
I'll talk to him again, and I'll. No, wait a minute. I'll figure something out.
Tell him I killed Santa? That might work.
I'm gonna lose my right arm and see those kids disappointed.
Oh, don't be too upset, Mr. Dooley. Children forget their disappointments quickly.
Believe me, they will forget about Christmas.
Do eh?
Yeah, of course, Christmas time for joy, not for disappointment.
Well, I gotta go now.
Thanks for fucking up everyone's Christmas.
Oh, Anna Maria said to say good night.
Oh, she's my little sweetheart. You say good night from me.
I will. Good night, Mr. Dooley, eh?
Good night.
Ooh, what an ass.
Hey, Monster. Monster. I've got it. I've got it. Lumbago or no lumbago.
Oh my god, it's Uncle from Red Dead Redemption.
That's what I'll do. Here we are. Help wanted mail.
Wait, does he have an ear loop for half his glasses?
Has to be under 50. Here's something. Elderly men, you can earn extra money for Christmas.
Participate in our lemon party this Sunday.
Tide agency.
I like lemons.
East 23rd Street. Oh, excuse me. Did you advertise in the paper for...
Oh, yes. Step right in. Mr.
Dooley. Charles Evans Dooley.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Dooley?
So we know the ad's a bit misleading. There's going to be 0 lemons and a lot of old man dick. You still on board? It sounds like Mr. Dooley's getting a fine Christmas himself.
Wink!
Freeze frame, roll credits.
Be able to do something for you there. What do you say, Elmer?
Well, I think he'll do dressed up.
Dressed up? What would I have to do?
We got 2 costumes you can choose from, Santa or Sexy Skeletor.
With a big pot.
Oh, well, now, you shouldn't make fun of a man because he's a little fat, because I'm...
Have you ever done any nude modeling, Mr. Dooley?
Charity.
Well, yes, of course.
Well, you see, we supply these Santa Clauses for the various charities around town.
Oh, you mean I'd be the jolly little fat man with the bell? And, oh, now, look, watch. Jingle, jingle, ho, 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 Merry
Why does Santa sound so French? Ho, ho.
Oh, how much money would I earn?
8 peanuts.
Salary, $10 a day.
$10 a day? Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't expect to earn that much.
And a bonus if your daily collections are good.
Oh, I'll have the money rolling in, gentlemen.
Is he gonna shake down children as Santa?
Sure be good going home every night with some money in my pocket.
Well, not every night, Mr. Dooley. You see, these charities you and our other Santa Clauses work for. Why?
Whoa. Other Santa Claus? I'm the only Santa Claus.
That's all right.
Got that?
That's all right. As long as I have time to do some important shopping before the stores close.
Just be here Christmas Eve, 7 o'clock sharp with your Santa Claus suit and kettle. You'll get your money.
7 o'clock with the suit and the kettle. I'll be here ringing my bell.
You need to get out more, bro.
I'd like to have your address, please.
Oh, yes. 214 East.
Oh, no, your address needs to be shorter to fit in my tiny notebook.
I'll fit into that all right. You'll see. Look, I got... Merry Christmas. Oh.
Hey, help me toss this ass out the window. A Christmas defenestration.
Mr. Jones. I'll keep ringing the bell.
Out. I'm having second thoughts.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Something for the...
I will kill this dog if you don't donate.
Merry Christmas. Jingle bells.
Society for the deserving poor children, eh?
That's correct, sir. Merry
The undeserving poor can starve.
Along out here. I'm Santa Claus.
I'm very serious about this. Who are you working for?
The Lemon Party Society.
Children in the
Yeah, good people, the Lemon Party Society.
Children, sir. You won't regret what you've given. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Well, what do you think of that, monster? A doubting Thomas.
Oh, I feel bad for that old guy.
Give something, gentlemen. Would you like to give something to the dessert? Oh, hello.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank
How are
you.
you doing, huh? Pretty good?
Mr. Dooley, you're going to have to work a lot harder if you want to get that extra bonus. Oh. Now, you're falling way behind all the rest of our other Santa Clauses.
I am.
You got to snap out of it, you know. Show some enthusiasm.
Show more enthusiasm than 120%? Man's gonna have a stroke.
Well,
That'll probably bring in some money.
I promise you I will. I'll be the top Santa Claus. You see if I'm not.
All right, you better be. I want you to be. I want you to get a nice, big, fat bonus. Come on, open it.
All right, sir.
Why is there so much chili in here?
I thought that was pretty good, but I'll keep ringing.
They couldn't afford prop money, or was he getting donations in rocks, and that's why he was screwing up?
Out something about the charity this bogus Santa Claus was working for. And he gave me nothing but that ho business. I'm Santa Claus. Like I was a child.
So you just don't get how Christmas works, do you?
Except for the fact that he seemed smart enough to work a vicious racket.
And you're sure there's no such charity as the Society for Deserving Children?
As opposed to the Society for Undeserving Children.
Charities in this city? I'm positive there is no such society.
Then it's a racket, no doubt about that.
You've got to get that old man off the street, Captain.
You've got to get that old man off the streets, out of that job, and onto the streets.
A whole slew of old men out on the streets. Oh, that's an angle worth considering.
It's vicious. Giving legitimate charities a black eye.
The Santa Claus driving from charity to charity, giving black eyes to
I've
the...
heard of it too.
To the poor children of the city.
Contemptible racket.
At least it's not a brown eye.
Steve?
Yes?
Get me 6 men on plainclothes detail.
And give me 6 men in fancy clothes. And 1 in a fruit hat.
Doing the legitimate charities a great favor, Captain Braddock.
I know, and I'm going on this thing myself, Mr. Hastings, to supervise it personally.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night.
Your last day to give something to the deserving children.
The orphans will be incinerated. Last day, folks.
Jingle bells, everyone. Hello, Mr. Smith. Oh, look here. You're going to be proud of me today. But I couldn't have done it without the monster here.
Just pour the money in the sack, yeah?
I will. I guess I'll get my bonus all right, huh? Come on. Hurry up. There we are. There we are. We will get the bonus, won't we?
Sure. Listen,
Want to make sure those kids have a nice Christmas. Santa's going to be sleeping with the fishes, you understand?
lock it up and bring the whole thing up to the office right away.
Lock it up and bring up to your office right away.
Up your ass right away.
Well, we're going to get our bonus. We're going to get... Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
His alley office.
Someone left a perfectly good pair of bongos in that alley. Smooth.
Going somewhere?
Money laundering?
My car's
What?
across the street.
Santa for crime?
What for?
Look, mister, don't play innocent.
I am innocent. I'm just an honest businessman on his way home from work.
No, wise guy, huh?
What's in that brief?
That's it. You'll get in the chair.
We keep one in the car.
But it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's going to be a great one, ain't it?
Us and
Your chestnuts exploding on an electric chair.
what do you want?
Clean up the office. Later. Come back later, will you? Don't get sold, Mr. Castle. Anything wrong? Go on, will you? Is business bad?
No.
What kind of business you fellas in?
We build fires for people to throw logs on.
Oh, yes, sir.
You're not picking up the vibe I'm sending, are you?
Your name, Castle?
What is it?
Police officer.
For the North Pole Division.
Visiting.
The big man upstairs has some questions.
All right. I know there's something crooked about this business. You better hold him.
Padlock. What do you keep in the drawer?
Other padlocks.
My office, that man's lying.
Open it.
You want me to make you open it?
Pull it out.
Ugh.
Away.
A full-grown man pops out.
Finally, I
Thank you, officers! To the moon! What the fuck was that?
Oh, for shame.
That's why I kept him in the trunk.
The moon devil has returned to our realm thanks to you.
Your partner's getting lonesome.
Oh, phew. I never walked so far in all my life. Oh, my. Come on, Monster, sit down. Either of the two gentlemen in?
Nope.
Well, that's funny. They should be.
They should be in jail, and that's where they are.
Jail? What for?
Santa-related crimes.
Figured it out. Those two was running a phony Santa Claus racket, keeping the money instead of turning it over to Chad.
Oh, no.
You can get in trouble for that? Oh, crap.
You don't mean that, do you?
Yes, sir.
But that money I collected was for charity. It was for the deserving children.
Merry Christmas to all the deserving children.
But all the crooks.
And all of a sudden, this turns into Taken.
I'll bet you they never even expected to pay me a penny either, let alone a bonus. Oh, but my money. I've got to get my money to buy presents for the kids. What am I going to do about the kids?
I don't know. Maybe you take it out of that giant bucket of money you dragged upstairs.
Why not? Why not?
What are you going to do now?
This money was collected for deserving children, wasn't it? Well, the kids that I'm buying presents for are deserving children. They're the gosh darnest deserving kids.
Oh, that's a fondue pot! Ah!
Get to them before the stores are closed. Yes. Thank you very much. You betcha. My kids are as deserving as any. Here, you've got some deserving kids, too. Merry Christmas.
It looked like he had a magic card blown up and framed on the wall.
A man of fine taste.
Christmas, I'll tell you that.
You say in this confession that you picked up the money from the kettles every night. What happened to the money you took in today?
I left mine in that drawer.
I mean you, Pennington.
One of the old men's got it, Mr. Dooley. I dumped the whole day's take into his kettle and told him to take it right up to the office.
I also just regular dumped in his tank.
Steve, has Joe come in yet?
He's on his way in, sir.
Good.
He was 1 second away from your desk.
Using your side of view, sir. Oh, yes, excellent.
See him in. What?
We'd better pick him up too, Joe. You said you had the names and addresses of all the old men who work for you. Where does Dooley live?
Here's something your boys missed.
We supposed to be doing something?
Oh, here it is. 214 East Bronson.
Crime Alley.
Now, everybody be quiet, eh? Santa Claus has taken all the presents to Mr. Dooley's room. And
He's got our presents? Let's get him!
Oh, there it is now.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Hello, children! Merry Christmas! Presents for everyone! Come on, darling. Presents for everyone.
Where's my Uncle Dooley?
Dead! Ho, ho, ho!
On the roof, he's holding
Santa consumed him whole.
That's
Gee, then you're really Santa Claus?
Well, of course I'm Santa Claus in the all-too corpulent flesh. Ho, 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 ho. But don't you want to hear about your presents?
Just hand him over, gas bag.
If I can only find that list, That's it. That's my list. Now let me read this out. Uh-huh.
Excuse me, is that Mr. Charles Dooley?
If you wouldn't mind not ruining Christmas for these impoverished children, that would be great.
Oh, impoverished, you say? Get the guns!
I remember. Anna Marie, you wanted a little dolly, didn't you, in a carriage? Well, here you are, darling, all for you. Go on, take it away. And now, Grover?
Another dolly in a carriage for you.
I know all the names of good little boys and girls. Besides, I got this list airmail, remember? Now, here's a watch for you, Grover.
That's a young Flava Flav.
Your sled, dear. Go on, take it away. Teddy, here's your train. It's not electrical. I thought that might be dangerous, but you can push that around.
Well, should we start beating him now or later?
Your boxing gloves. And you, Joni, you wanted a dolly in a carriage, too. Well, there it is, darling. It's all yours. Take it away.
Wait, I could have asked for more than a dolly?
And Billy, here's the 1956 Cadillac you wanted.
Well, Merry Christmas, gentlemen. Welcome to the party.
We talk to you outside.
Oh, sure. What?
Police officer.
Oh,
We'll have to take you in, Charlie.
I'm sorry, but
oh, that's all right. I I know I spent money that wasn't mine. But I heard that those men that I was working for...
You can tell all that to the magistrate, Charlie.
Like, we hate to rough up Santa on Christmas, but assume the position.
Just 1 minute. I've got a last present to hand out, and it's an...
There's a spot charge against you, Charlie. We haven't got time to wait
Joe. All right, go ahead. We'll wait.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa's car is being towed, so I must go.
Don't you have a sled? Oh, Santa better be quick. I think that they're not going to make a towing.
Smash cut to a tow truck on Christmas Eve, pulling his sled and 8 reindeer dragging behind it.
Backwards, I would assume.
Mrs. Scarpita, in this envelope, you'll find some money, at least enough to start a fund to get a good doctor and make her legs well.
God bless you.
And I hope they'll do the trick, little sweetheart. And I know it will, because you deserve so much to be well.
Oh, thank you, Santa Claus.
When I'm older, I'll probably have some sort of Santa Claus fetish.
Thank you, John. Well, Santa Claus has got to be getting...
Wait a minute, that's what I know you from. You're Uncle Dooley. You lied to me. I'll never trust anything again.
Not for very long. I just want him to help me get my toy shop started, that's all. I'll send him back to you very soon. How about a Christmas carol?
Through early morning fog I see.
Let the bodies hit the fly!
Generals gathered in their masses.
Dong, 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 dong. All right, to the slammer.
But I want you to know something first. I didn't steal all of that money. Some of it was mine for work honestly done.
Look, Charlie, you stole some money, and the law says...
Wait a minute, Joe. I think you've got the facts a little twisted in this case.
Twist your facts.
Mr. Dooley didn't steal any money.
Chief, are you all right?
The money he used for the presents was collected for deserving children, wasn't it?
Please don't check my pockets. Please don't check my pockets. Please don't check my pockets.
Mr. Dooley made Christmas happy for some very deserving children. Don't you think so, Joe?
I make it a point never to argue with the boss.
Here. I want you to add this to the fund for Anna Marie.
Wait a minute, this isn't $1. What is this? Jamba Juice punch card.
Here, I'll do this.
So I see it has no punches and is still somehow expired.
Sorry.
I just wanted to help in my own little way.
Very nice.
God willing, 1947 will loop back around one day.
Anna Marie's fund, too.
Huh?
Don't you, Joe?
Oh, well, sure, of course, Chief. I said I make it a point never to argue with the boss. I hope she gets well real fast. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Dooley.
Okay, now we come back in 10 seconds and then we arrest him. Hilarious.
Merry Christmas. And a wonderful...
Well, I managed to avoid arresting Santa Claus.
You promised to find people at home and arrested Santa at the beginning of this shit show.
Yeah!
Spirit of the law when I took it.
Hey, I'm not trusting anything you have to say anymore, buddy.
You lied to me.
You lied to us!
I opened my heart to you. I am not ready to trust again.
And on Christmas,
you pig fucker.
In just to remind
damn dirty pig fucker.
their new kind of racket. A racket that was more than just against the law.
But it was also against Santa law.
The finest charities we know. The street corner Santa Claus. I'm sure there aren't any other crooks as low as Pennington and Castle. So during the Christmas season, give freely to the men in the red suits.
Anyone wearing red, the money will get to the right place.
Charities. Closing this case now, or rather the courts will.
The case that you didn't... Are you reporting this?
The world is built. Remember, there are people who can slap you on the back with one hand and pick your pocket with the other.
Oh, thank God they don't have a third hand.
Oh, the Racket Squad is closed now.
Next week, same.
Seems fair. This is a pretty bad episode. Also, they officially condoned crime, so that's not good. A deathly silence falls over the room.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, Santa's a scary time for us. Potatoes and onions, we're on the chopping block this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Family get-togethers.
Yep.
And John gets it bad. He gets mashed, but I think I got it the worst. Most of the time, our people get chopped up and shoved up turkey carcasses.
So this holiday season, give generously to your local potato and onion charities.
Like Toys for Tubers.
Or the Allium Alliance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Other Santa Claus? I'm the only Santa Claus. You got that?
Well, I mean, we have faith that you will be. Let's get him his magic sword and make a Highlander deal of this.
Whoa, Mr. Dooley, you're getting ahead of yourself. The Thunderdome. Whoa, Mr. Dooley, you're getting ahead of yourself. The Thunderdome sorts out who the only Santa is.
I would love for this to end with Mr. Dooley with bloodied up with a sword going, there could be only one. Ho, ho, ho.
As he
let's rough him up a bit before we get him on the streets.
Right before he stakes a Christmas tree through his downed enemy's heart.